Welcome back. Tottenham are 2 points off the Champions League places with a game in hand over fourth place Aston Villa. I mean, likelihood is fifth might well be good enough for Champions League anyway. Spurs are home to Nottingham Forest live on Super Sunday. Let's get to our reporter Paul Gilmore, who joins us live right now. And as if by magic, there he is. You know what the secret of comedy is? Timing. Anyway, Paul, you spoke to Ange Postecoglou a little bit earlier on. He was asked about financial losses and the impact that may have on spending this summer. I guess, look, this is going to be something that all clubs have to contend with. And, of course, Spurs have announced those figures in the last week or so. So how did that go down exactly with Ange?
Well, that's it, David. It is a key theme at the moment, isn't it? Profit and sustainability. And of course, Tottenham did announce those losses of 86.8 million for their latest financial results. They are looking at potential investment as well, although I should stress that they are not in any danger of breaching those profit and sustainability rules. Ange Postecoglou was asked a lot about this today. He was keen to stress, and I think it's worth pointing this out, that it's not his area of expertise. Football is his expertise, but he does believe Tottenham are in a strong position as they look to plan ahead of next season.
The club did announce a loss of 86 million. It's obviously, a big number. I mean, will that have a big impact on your transfer plans this summer?
See, now you're getting into the detail, mate. You're dragging me down. There's no doubt that, from our perspective, we're not one of the clubs that are going to be as restricted as others.
You've spoken a lot about the evolution of the team being more important than just getting into the Champions League. But is there not a financial pressure, though, to qualify, given it does give clubs a big jump in revenue? Yeah.
But it doesn't guarantee anything. I keep saying it. I don't know why people don't understand.
Well, I'm talking about the financial aspect.
Yeah, okay. So if I ask you, well, Newcastle made the Champions League this year. Did it help them last year? Did it help them this year?
Financially, it did, yeah.
But did it help them in a football? We're not banks. We're football clubs. Yeah, we're not financial institutions. I don't get measured by the balance sheet at the end of the year. I get and you can see how difficult it is for a club to juggle Champions League and if you're not building a squad. And to be fair to Eddie, he's had horrendous injuries this year. It makes it hard. What I'm saying is, Champions League, great, money, great. Does that mean we're going to finish third next year? No. In fact, it's probably going to be more challenging. So my role in that is not to worry about the financial pressure of making Champions League, is to create a squad that hopefully can compete in the Champions League and keep improving in the Premier League and have success in the cup competitions.
It's the money the point I'm making is the money that comes with it. It gives you the chance to build and pursue perhaps a more aggressive plan or do it more quickly because of that money's there to then go and use it. I'm not saying the Champions League by itself is a success.
Okay, so were we in the Champions League this year? No. So did we progress this year?
Yeah.
Yes. So again, we're saying the same thing, is you can do it with, you can do it without. It comes down to good decision making, good coaching, good players, good administration. It's when you fall into the trap of thinking that money is the answer that you don't get the outcomes.
He's such a compelling speaker, isn't he, in a news conference, Ange Postecoglou. Doesn't just talk about matters on the pitch, talks about a whole range of issues. We know that PSR, this wonderful three-letter abbreviation we've got to know really well, is something that he can speak to as well. But in terms of matters on the pitch, Paul, Ange Postecoglou defending Spurs' record from set pieces as well. Just tell us about that.
Yeah, of course, Tottenham have conceded, I think it's 17 set-piece goals this season. It ranks 17th in the Premier League list. So he was asked about this subject. And this is what Postecoglou had to say on the matter.
I think we've been pretty good at set pieces. I mean, you always get, every goal you concede is down to something. It was a decent delivery the other night, and they got some big guys. The rest of the set piece, I thought we handled really well. I thought we gave away too many corners. I think that was an issue for us when you do against a team like West Ham, who are such a big side physically, and they've got such great delivery with Bowen and Ward-Prowse, you're asking for trouble. So I thought, again, that was part of the game. We thought we could have handled a bit better, not to give away so many. But I think, I think those kind of things people just kind of look at snapshot. I mean, our winning goal against Luton came from a defensive corner, our setup. So, I think with all these things, I tend to take a longer term view on them. And for the most part, I think we've been pretty decent.
Well, it feels like a straight shootout, doesn't it, between Spurs and Aston Villa for that final Champions League place. Manchester United losing, of course, last night. Tottenham have gained a point on Villa in the last week. Nuno Espirito Santo brings his Nottingham Forest side to Tottenham. Of course, he coming back to Tottenham. And a couple of injury lines out of that Ange Postecoglou press conference. Richarlison will miss that game against Forest. He's been managing an ongoing knee problem ever since the international break. He didn't play for Brazil because of it. He only got limited minutes against Luton and West Ham as well. And the best course of action, they feel, is just to take him out of it completely this weekend, give him a rest with a view to being back for the Newcastle game. But Brennan Johnson, who Ange Postecoglou was asked a lot about and spoke glowingly of his recent form, he is fit to face his former club. 6 o'clock kickoff, a slightly later one for Super Sunday this coming weekend. Tottenham against Nottingham Forest live on Sky Sports.
Thank you very much indeed, Paul.